So today's video is on our second value, which is that everyone feel loved.
Yeah. And that for you is just a lived expression, right?
Yeah. If I had to say what is my vision for life, it is to love. That's it. Just to love.
Yeah. It's like one of your highest values.
Yeah, it is.
And you kind of brought that into this space and firmly plonked it on the ground, and it was kind of like this homing beacon that life began to swirl around. Yeah, absolutely incredible. It was interesting because it was first about people, and then towards the end of the watershed, or the last season of this chapter, how do you even, that doesn't even make sense. But the last few years, 4 or 5 years actually, I would say it's become,
well, it's grown to encompass even more. So the planet. Animals, just the earth and the environment, and yeah.
And again, picking people, like as people gravitated towards you, picking staff that also embodied and lived out that value of love.
Well, we talked about last video in the welcome one, having a non-judgmental zone, and that being like very, very, so staff being able to be like just who you are, doesn't matter, whoever you are loved. And if someone is having a grumpy, miserable ass day as a customer and they come in, our response is love. Right. And how do you do that? How do you love someone into, so that when they go out of here, they're like, okay, I can face today.
Yeah. We were talking a bit about what that means when we were trying to think what to say in this video. And so we talked about love being this whole thing about being known and knowing. And I think that's so true. I think we've got to know this community, and in return, they've got to know us and this thing called the watershed, which involves an incredible amount of vulnerability and openness.
And providing a safe space for that to happen.
Yes. Yeah. And it's been interesting as well, watching people not just get to know us, but know each other. Yeah. Right? So welcoming people to the feasts and those nights, and watching people connect with each other who really had no idea that they were neighbors. Yeah. Just really cool. Yeah. And just the friendships that have come out of here, and the staff groupings and the connections there, and yeah. The beautiful thing though is something that you said about love being secular, and how. So why don't you? Yeah. Did you expect the return that you got from the last 12 years in terms of love? Did you expect that?
I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I don't know if you can expect, if expect is the right word, but just the tangible ways. I think those were the things that even more so. I think I often experience love from people. That's not right. Like when you're in connection and there's that whatever with people, but I remember when the flooring got laid in here, for whatever reason, we had missed a strip at the door and we didn't have it. And there was a guy that came in who did flooring and he had noticed it. And then one day he just showed up with the strip and was like, I'm just going to fix this for you. Awesome, thank you. And then someone else made our patio thing out there and helped us put
the garden,
our garden boxes, and that was just something they wanted to do for the community and for us.
And then all the speakers and the PA equipment,
someone just gifted to us. And then someone else did all the hanging stuff for the art. When they brought their installation, they were like, can I bring this? And I just want to gift it and leave it for you. And so then that was I've had so many of that, right? Of those people instances. Just coming in with a screwdriver
fixing
and
going,
I noticed that the door's hanging off here a little bit, which embarrassing, but I'm just gonna bring my screwdriver and fix it for you. And just those tangible moments of love, but then also those ones where people would come in here and be people you didn't know at all, like the first time in, and just be like, there's something about this place. Like there is an energy, and like people would use all kinds of different words, but
different words for it,
but that like you walk in and it's like, wow, there's something here, and just that would just feed me as well, and
and it motivated you to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning or
2
3
a.m.
in the morning. 2 a.m. in the morning. There was a real choice to love what you were doing, love the people who were walking through the door, and it was incredible and highly rewarding in so many ways, as well as hugely exhausting.
Sure, but
but when you love, then
it's been amazing, and the gifts that I have gotten out of it, and the friendships and the love received, is much, if not more, than what I gave out.
So that's love.